There definitely has been a lot going on in the world of Xbox, from exclusives finally hitting the service, old favorites making a return, shakeups at one of Xbox's biggest studios, and a brand new dashboard. There's a lot here to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? This is RandL419, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and please share this out on social media. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that takes the time out of their day to watch these videos. It's been a busy week for Xbox and gaming in general. Yesterday saw Nintendo put on a direct and actually give the date and title of the brand new Legend of Zelda game, and Sony put on a state of play, dropping a brand new trailer for God of War Ragnarok, which in my opinion looks incredible. And tomorrow I might be making a video going over the things announced at Tokyo Game Show, as we have found out that both Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer will actually be in Japan, and Xbox has a 50-minute show. Maybe we'll see some Game Pass announcements, but that's going to be tomorrow, because today I have about 4 stories I want to talk about from Xbox that have kind of happened in the past week. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is Deathloop. Now, I tweeted this earlier in the morning. You can see I say soon, hashtag Xbox, and wouldn't you know it, Deathloop is on the Xbox dashboard as an ad which says pre-order now. So you can probably most likely expect an announcement of Deathloop either at the Tokyo Game Show or sometime during the day tomorrow, because today is the 1-year anniversary of the game hitting PlayStation. And we know that the deal, at least we thought the deal was for 1 year, and it definitely seems like that is going to be the case. Now, I said in the Xbox 2 podcast this past weekend that I felt the arrival of Deathloop was imminent, so seeing this on the store does make me very confident that we are going to see Deathloop launch extremely soon. Probably not tomorrow. I have a feeling we're going to see Deathloop launch on Tuesday, September 20th, so next week. And the reason I say that is because that is also the day it hits PlayStation Plus. And I think the way the contracts work, if Microsoft wanted to put Deathloop in Game Pass, they also have to offer it to PlayStation as well. And they're going to have to launch them at the same time. So I think you'll be able to play Deathloop on Game Pass on September 20th. It's the newest game from Arcane, came out a year ago. I know everybody's waiting for Redfall, but do not sleep on Deathloop. It's one of the highest rated games of last year. I absolutely loved it, although it's not as good as Dishonored or Prey. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited to check out Deathloop on Xbox Game Pass. The Nintendo Direct yesterday did have a surprise for Xbox fans in a good way and also in a bad way. During the Nintendo Direct, they announced that GoldenEye 007 would be coming to Nintendo Switch Online as part of the Nintendo 64 subscription service, and Rare took to Twitter to officially also announce it for Xbox by saying 25 years after its original release, experience GoldenEye 007 faithfully recreated for Xbox consoles, includes achievements, 4K resolution, and a smoother frame rate even in split-screen local multiplayer, coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. In the Newswire blog, Xbox says that the original experience has been updated with improved control options, including dual analog stick support, native 16:9 resolution up to 4K Ultra HD where supported, and a consistent refresh rate and a full complement of achievements to unlock. GoldenEye 007 will be made available on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S as part of Xbox Game Pass. Additionally, players who own a digital copy of Rare Replay, the 30-game compilation of classics from the award-winning studio behind GoldenEye 007's original release, will be able to download and enjoy the game free of charge. So while people were certainly celebrating about GoldenEye coming to their favorite platforms, with Xbox getting a 4K version with improved controls and achievements, we later found out that online multiplayer, something that a lot of people have been looking forward to, was going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch in a shocking reveal. Definitely disappointing a lot of Xbox fans who were looking forward to playing the game online with their friends, and it's really no nefarious contract reasons. It seems that it's simply able to do that on the Nintendo Switch because that is the way it emulates N64 games on the service, while Xbox gets a remastered N64 version. This isn't the version that was remade for the Xbox 360, although that has been reported it also didn't have multiplayer. So I'm sorry to report this, Xbox fans, but if you're looking forward to playing GoldenEye with your buddies online, you're not going to be able to do so. Now, moving over to perhaps the biggest story of the entire week, and that's the leader of 343, Bonnie Ross, has announced her departure from the studio, with Microsoft restructuring the leadership team there. Bonnie Ross had this to say on Twitter: "While I had hoped to stay with Halo until we released the winter update, I'm letting you know I will be leaving 343 and attending to a family medical issue. I'm incredibly proud of the work everyone at 343 Industries has done with Halo Infinite, the Master Chief Collection, the Halo television series, and so much more. It has been an honor to serve alongside the team for the last 15 years and to be a part of a universe that I love. Thank you to everyone in the Halo community for your support. Halo's future is bright. I cannot wait for you all to experience what we have in store and to cheer alongside you as a fan at the Halo World Championship in October. Axios, Bonnie Ross." Now, my buddy Jez Corden over at Windows Central has a little bit more information as he reached out for Microsoft to comment. He says, "To that end, Microsoft also announced that the leadership team is undergoing something of a restructure, splitting Bonnie Ross's role into 3 parts to better serve the franchise's growing footprint, which now includes a TV show and other cross-media projects. Studio veteran and production lead Pierre Heinz will become studio head of 343, effective immediately, leading the studio's ongoing development of Halo Infinite and the Master Chief Collection, as well as future games. The senior leadership team will expand with new roles, including Brian Koski, who will become GM of franchise, and Elizabeth Van Wyck, who will oversee business and operations." Now, this definitely was quite a shocking announcement. I think everybody thought that Bonnie Ross would be at 343 for a long time to come still. She founded the studio 15 years ago. She's very well-liked love figure within Xbox. And to see her just drop out of nowhere that she was leaving 343 and actually planning to leave by the end of the year after the winter update, but having to leave because of a family emergency, which is awful. You don't want to see anybody have to leave their job because of family emergency. So I wish Bonnie Ross all the best, and I hope everything goes well with her family in regards to this emergency. But when talking about Halo, a lot of people have been asking for a change. They think that the Halo franchise has been mismanaged ever since 343 has taken over. Even though Halo 4 and Halo 5 were quite successful games, Halo Infinite launched in a pretty good state, but the post-launch content has left a lot to be desired, which has angered the Halo fanbase and has seen numbers on PC and on Xbox drop quite a bit. Maybe what 343 needed was an infusion of new people at the top making different decisions for the future of Halo. But when you look at what Xbox did here, which it definitely seems like they were working hand in hand with Bonnie Ross, because they had already divvied up her job to 3 different people, which goes to show you just how much responsibility Bonnie had on her shoulders. The fact that now you have somebody running the studio, Pierre Heinz, who has been running and responsible for the resurgence of Master Chief Collection, so that is something really positive. But then you also hand off the GM of franchise to Brian Koski, as well as all the business decision operations to Elizabeth Van Wyck. So Bonnie had a lot on her plate. It's possible she wasn't managing it properly. Who really knows? But I hope the whole family situation resolves itself, because that is awful. I know there was a point in time where Xbox wasn't really high on Halo, and Bonnie Ross was the one that said, no, we still need to do this, created 343. So we do have to thank Bonnie Ross for making Microsoft continue on with the franchise, even if right now we are upset at the state Halo Infinite is in. But it wasn't just Bonnie Ross who is leaving 343. Another key personnel is leaving with her. So David Berger, who led development of the Slip Space engine used by Halo Infinite, is also leaving 343. The report comes originally from the outlet Lords of Gaming, but we can confirm via our own sources that it seems to be accurate. Berger has led technical development in 343 for several years, working on Halo 4, 5, and Halo Infinite. Berger is also a veteran Microsoft director who worked on classic titles like MechWarrior, Shadowrun, and 2 Human before taking up the reins at 343's engineering department. Yeah, so just shocking news all around 343 with Bonnie Ross leaving and now David Berger and all the previous people who have left. It really does seem like Microsoft and Phil Spencer and Matt Booty have decided to completely overhaul 343 to maybe get newer people into those important decision-making positions, and hopefully it all turns out for the better. Now, last but not least, last week Microsoft revealed that they are working on a brand new dashboard layout set to launch sometime next year. Now, I don't have the dashboard myself, but my buddy Maka91 Productions has a video walkthrough. He was lucky enough to get invited to it in the Alpha Skip Ahead ring. You can check out his video and his channel. I have it linked in the comments below if you want to see everything the dashboard has to offer. But Xbox has this to say about the dashboard. Team Xbox is always looking for ways to improve your gaming experience, getting gamers what they want: games. We're focused on making it faster and easier to play games you love and find your next favorite game. And as Xbox insiders, you play a vital role in helping us build the right experience for everyone. We know the Xbox homepage is where our gamers spend a lot of their time, and it's a space that's very personal. We also know we can always be listening and learning how we can do better here while keeping your experience fast and familiar. With that, we're kicking off a multi-month series of experiments to learn how to create a more personalized home screen experience and address some of the top trends and fan requests. Starting this week, a random subset of Xbox insiders in the Alpha Skip Ahead ring will see some layout, design, and ease of access changes as we experiment with different approaches. In addition, we are also exploring options for new game channels and collections when you scroll down that include content that's curated for you based on things like the games you've played or how to make the most out of your Xbox Game Pass subscription. So if you're looking at Maka's videos here, or if you've seen some of the images, there really isn't a big change on the landing page. They took the big left tile and shrunk it down, moved it up a little more. They added the settings button and the search to the main page at the top. It looks okay. It's really no different than the previous dashboard. I think a lot of people don't really like it because it blocks the dynamic backgrounds and the art that people use for their consoles. But where a lot of people are upset is it definitely seems that Microsoft is throwing, not what I would say a lot of ads at you, but it definitely seems focused around Game Pass, because as you scroll downwards, you'll definitely see them promote Game Pass a lot more by telling you what are the most popular Game Pass games, what are the recently added ones, different types of genres. And while that might be great for a user who is just getting the Xbox ecosystem for the first time, doesn't know much about Xbox or what's in Game Pass, for someone like a power user like me, or perhaps you guys listening right here, we don't necessarily need all that on our dashboard. We just want to play our games. We want to be able to pin things to the dashboard, which is another thing they've removed. So as you guys know, you're able to pin things to the dashboard. You're able to make groups. And while they're still there within My Games and Apps, for right now, they've removed it from this initial dashboard. So while you'll see Maka scroll up and down, getting bombarded with Game Pass stuff, I think it's important to remember that these are experiments that are designed to change. They're looking for feedback. But I will say right here and now, if they don't let you pin your groups to the dashboard again and they keep that hidden in My Games and Apps, that is a step back for the Xbox dashboard. That is something that needs to happen. I understand their desire to promote Game Pass more, to get more people into Game Pass or more people playing games, but you can't do that at the expense of user customization. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all these things in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this out on social media, and please hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.